Hello and welcome back to another one-stop demo video. In this demo, we will show how to submit an application for a term license that uses a surface water source. Verifying that I am logged in with my testing account here, and the application will be submitted in this name. Okay, let's click on New Integrated Application. We see the integrated application is unsaved until we do a manual save here. Project name is a field that's used for sorting through your applications on OneStop. The project name will not show up on your license document. Okay, so we're going to be working in the Fox Creek area today, so I'm going to call this Fox Creek extension. I'm going to select some contacts, and I can optionally add a consultant contact here if I need to. Any contact information that you see on this screen here will be copied on all the correspondence for these applications. Save and next. Okay, so we see our integrated application ID has been created, and now we can add a regulatory application to this package. Let's click on Water Term License. We see our application card here with the ID of our term license application. We see this is a term license and it is new application. Here is our print icon, which will create a PDF of this application. And here is a trash can to remove the term license application from the integrated application package. All right, let's take a look at our application details here. First, we have the purpose. Today I'm going to pick hydraulic fracturing. Where there's a one-to-one relationship, the classification will be populated. Where there's not, you will have to select from the drop-down. Our development type will be oil and gas. Okay, we come to our GIS map. We can do a few things here. We can zoom to our location if we know the ATS here. We can click on and off layers here. Let's just collapse that for a bit. And I can use this icon here to bookmark sites. And today I am going to be working in this area, so I want to show the Fox Creek area. Okay, so this is the field that I pre-selected. You can save these bookmarks, you can add so that your operations are at your fingertips. When you're done in an area, you can, of course, remove these bookmarks. We're working at Fox Creek here. Not a lot of information going on at this level. If I would zoom in, I would see more detail. I can see here that we have some water restrictions self. These water restrictions apply for TDL applications. They do not apply for term license applications. Okay, what do I need to do? I need to enter my surface POD. So let's go to our POD. We are going to be taking water from the Little Smoky River. And you can see from this screenshot that we've done significant testing in this with this little scenario here. Okay, so let's click on our surface POD and to identify the geographic spot that we're going to be selecting. So I'm going to click on the river right there. Our system will determine that, yes, indeed, this is the Little Smoky River. It's a water course, and we have some other geographic information here, the location, the land zone, the MD, the basins. I'm going to click next, and then I'm going to enter in my information. Okay, so this is a term license. We're going to be probably looking at a 10-year period, and I'm going to look at 1,000,000 cubes. Is it 1,000,000? Yes, that's 1,000,000. Okay, the rate that I'm going to be taking at, okay, this is a maximum rate of diversion, so I'm going to say 0.08, knowing full well we'll have to throttle it back there at certain times of the year, but this is a maximum rate of diversion that will appear on the license. Evaporation loss is associated with any water storage that is introduced in the system. Now, in this scenario, we will have a point of rediversion. I've calculated the surface area of those and the net evaporation loss, let's say 20,000 cubes. just for purposes of this scenario, okay? Return quantity is water that's returned to the environment, and we are planning for 0. So we can see our total allocation on the license will be for 1,020,000 cubic meters of water, so that we can have our consumptive use and allow for the evaporation that will occur in our reservoirs. Okay, we're located on public land. Again, here, I'll need to provide this on a term license application. Let's just say LLC 123. Okay, and does the diversion involve the works of another? We will say no. We have our own setup, and that's our LLC. I can accept this. Sorry, I'm navigating the map up and down here. I can accept that point. All right, so we see the D there indicating our point of diversion. Now I'm just going to go to my previously bookmarked sites for my point of rediversion. Okay, I'm just going to close POD. Okay, so this reservoir here, I'm saying that is a reservoir that I'm using in this term license. So point of rediversion, we will click right here, and we are prompted to display the type of rediversion. In this situation, I am picking reservoir. And if I know the authorization ID associated with constructing that reservoir, I can add that in here. And again, this is text only. Except that we have a point of rediversion here. Now let me navigate to my second point of rediversion. Okay, in this situation, I will say for this demo that we have a reservoir in this area here. The imagery is not updated, and so I will just say that my point of rediversion is right in this location. Okay, so I'm saying that this is also a reservoir, and this is a newer authorization. Accept. Okay, so we have 2 points of rediversion. We have a POD. What's next? We need a point of use. Okay, so let's click on point of use. Now this is where we could add a point, but obviously in a 10-year operation that doesn't make sense. So now I'm going to add a shapefile. So I'm going to say we're hydraulic fracturing in a little smoky area. And the zip file will load into the system, and it'll overlay over top of our area. Let me just back this out here a bit. So I can see in the context of the broader Fox Creek area map here, my point of use area is here, and I can see my point of diversion and the 2 points of rediversion. All right. Okay, so now let's go down and take a look at the information in tabular form. We can see the point of diversion first, and again over here we scroll to the right and we have the edit icon. We can edit certain fields while it's in draft form, volume, rate, etc., etc. I'm just going to say that's good. Points of rediversion is basically geographic location. I can edit certain things here, but we're limited to the type and the authorization ID in case I put in a typo or something. Okay, that's good. And our shapefile is noted by just the shapefile name here. In the back end of the system, we have an array of all of the legal land locations associated with this application. But for purposes of displaying that, we've just put not applicable, and there will be a map attached to both the application form and the authorization form when we're done here. All right. Points of return, we have none. Okay, so this is a little different from our TDL application. We have consultation adequacy required. This does not exist on the TDL because it's exempt. So in this situation, if adequacy has been determined to be not required, then we need the adequacy decision document as well as the file number. If adequacy is still outstanding, then you can optionally add your pre-consultation assessment, but it's not required. You do need the file number though. And if it is adequate, then yeah, we need the final decision document again and the file number. So I'll just put those in here. Relevant files, we can upload some files. Let's see, do I have some files here that I can use? Let's just say, here's a file I use for testing. Okay, I can leave this application in draft indefinitely, and we can come back and edit it at any time. I can delete the files associated with these uploads and edit my points and text at any time here. The tag, I'm just going to put Little Smoky 2025 plan, and we're going to validate. Okay, so there, I forgot a couple things here. I forgot my term length, and I forgot the adequacy decision document. And I even mentioned it, didn't I? There we go. Okay, so that's uploaded. Not done. Scroll up and take a look at the term length. Okay, we're going to say 10 years. Yes, there we go. All right, let's validate again. Oh, we're good now. So let's scroll down and then we'll click Save and Next. Okay, as with TDL, we have two parts. We have the assessment criteria and then that declaration. In the assessment criteria, you'll see a different set of rules associated with term license. The one-stop has been set up so that every application type can have a unique set of rules as business is ready to put them into the system. So in this case, we have less rules, but all term licenses will go for additional review. Okay, and we're getting around that at this time. And we have our declaration and disclaimer. Now, because I'm in a test account, I'm not going to submit this, but I am going to just go up and I want to go to my dashboard. And here I can take a look that on my dashboard, I see this application that we just submitted, Fox Creek Extension, a draft, show more. Here, if we do submit the application, we will see the summary PDF of the application. And when a decision is made, we'll have a copy of that authorization as the decision document right here. Okay, and yeah, that's the end of this one-stop video.